Hello, everybody. It's almost Valentine's Day, so I did want to do something that was pink and kind of really cute and had like the spirit of Valentine's Day, I guess. I don't really know. But I decided to remake this adorable pink kitchen from this picture that I found on Pinterest. Doing the roof was a little bit difficult, but I really think it turned out pretty well. I tried to add a lot of little details, and I really don't know how much I spent on this, but using a bunch of decals and stuff made it cost like a little bit more than I would have liked, but I think it really turned out well. And so right after this, I'm gonna have the speed build, but while I do the speed build, I'm going to do a bit of a Q&A that I said I was gonna do a little while ago, but I'm just now getting around to it. As far as the build dimensions for anyone who does want to make this, I'll put it in the description so you know like how big of a box you need to make. But other than that, I guess I'll just get right into the Q&A. I'm gonna start with just where I've been, because I feel like for the past year or whatever, I've kind of just been sprinkling shorts onto my channel with like no posting schedule, and definitely for long form videos I haven't had a posting schedule at all. And really that's just been because I've been a full-time student in school, and it's taken up a lot of my time. I will say that I am a bit older than everyone thinks I am, so my school is a little bit harder than maybe what people think, because I mainly do science and stuff. So anyways, that's taken up a lot of my time these past few months, and just a bunch of other personal things that, you know, I try to give myself breaks when I need to, and sometimes that turns into like too many breaks, but whatever, it's fine. I'm trying to in 2024 get more consistent in my uploading, so hopefully I can stick to it. I think if I make like a posting schedule like I used to have back when I first started YouTube, that it will just be a whole lot better. But anyways, that's kind of been where I've been. I've also moved recently, so that also took a couple weeks off my posting schedule as well. Other than that, I want to talk a bit about the future of the channel, and I guess I kind of touched on it a bit, like I want to become more consistent, but I also want to start like branching out in the kinds of videos that I make. Like I might want to do some, not role plays, but like scripted shorts, I guess, skits, I guess you could call them. I've wanted to do that for a long time. I personally love doing stuff like that. It's just going to be a matter of me like not being too embarrassed to post that kind of stuff. So I'll make a few, I'll see what I think, and then if I get like the confidence to post it, I will. But it is in the works. I do have some things planned, so we'll see if I can get over myself and actually film it and post it. And then of course I want to keep doing speed builds because I think they're super important for new players to get to learn how to build, and even you know, seasoned players to kind of get new ideas, or even if you just like watching people build fast. Like I'm watching the video as I record this Q&A, and I mean, like, it's kind of fun to be able to just watch stuff appear on the screen and not have to think about it, because I don't know. And I've also, this is completely unrelated, but I've tried to do videos where I'm like talking and building at the same time, and I'm sure I could get better with practice, but it is so difficult for me to be thinking about what I need to say and building at the same time. Oh, and I just got a calendar alert. Anyways, it's just hard for me to like multitask like that. So that's why I'm trying it this way. We'll see how this video does, and then I guess I'll reevaluate and see what I want to do going forward. But if there are any sort of video ideas that you'd like to see, and I know I ask this a lot and sometimes I don't get to it, I'm trying to be better about that in 2024. So, now that I've covered where I've been and kind of the future of the channel, I guess I'll move into the Q&A that I had recorded a few months ago, but seeing as it's been a couple months since I actually recorded it, I'm going to re-record my answers because, you know, maybe some of them have changed since I recorded this. So what I asked was to give me questions for a juicy Q&A, and that I kind of have to answer all of them. I'll do my best to answer all of them. If some are like a bit too personal, I might skip over them, but I'm going to try to be as real as possible. Okay, and I'm just going to go from top to bottom in my comments because I definitely have not looked at these like in a while, so I don't even remember what they are. What do you not like about the Bloxburg community? Okay, for this one, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I really am, I don't know if I'm a part of the Bloxburg community, like, I guess Twitter or X is what it's called now, but I'm not really on there, so I don't really know what's going on. I see updates, but I don't really like look for clues and stuff. Like, I've been really bad about it for the past however many months. But I do miss how it used to be, like, on the actual Bloxburg servers, how there used to be always people playing and always someone role-playing and something going on in the chat. Like, it used to be super, super exciting, and now it's just, like, crickets. It's just crickets, and people are building, and it's fun, it's great, it's fun to build. But I do miss back when people were, like, role-playing all the time, and there was always, like, some fun stories to read in the chat while you build. Like, that used to be a lot of fun. And I've also gotten some requests to give like some roleplay ideas, so I'm gonna try to come up with my best storylines and give those to you guys in a future video. What are your most unpopular Bloxburg opinions? Building styles you don't like, etc. Okay, so I used to really not like, I guess it's the aesthetic builder sort of thing. And I don't know, it just felt so not realistic, and just, I don't really know like what I felt about it, but I just didn't like it. But now I'm starting to like it a little bit more, but like with modifications, I guess. Like, if it's just white and linen and like the seashell, that's just, I still don't like that. I feel like there's not enough color in that. But if you add like pops of color and maybe don't use linen, then I think it can be really pretty. But that's another unpopular opinion of mine, is like, I don't like linen. Like, I think in moderation it can be nice if you use the new color wheel. I guess it's not new anymore, but if you use the color wheel and like make it lighter or darker, then I think linen could be okay. But just regular linen, I don't know. I don't really like it. And I have used it before, like, it works some places, so I don't want to be like a hypocrite and be like, I don't like linen, and then someone goes to one of my videos and they're like, I've seen you use linen. Like, I think the floors in this build are even a variation of linen. But I guess what I mean is just like, coloring everything linen is horrible. Don't do it unless it's your style. What are your favorite colors to use when building a Bloxburg house? So, kind of piggybacking off the last question, definitely not linen. For floors, sure, linen is great. But for walls and stuff, I like to use different whites and creams for the wall, but I also always like to make sure that there's an accent wall. So no matter what the color theme of the build is, I like to have cream or whitish or light gray walls. And that's probably my go-to color. The key is just not making everything that color. Who are your favorite YouTubers / TikTokers? Okay, here is something that is kind of, I don't know if it's crazy because I can't be the only one, but I don't have TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I know. I would probably get so addicted to it because I already like could scroll on like Instagram reels for hours, and I mean, I guess TikTok is no different. But yeah, I don't do TikTok. But some YouTubers that I watch, I honestly don't watch that much YouTube. I'm usually on YouTube for my own channel, but I do like to watch other Bloxburg YouTubers to kind of see what's going on in the Bloxburg YouTube community, and just kind of sometimes get ideas or just support other creators. And so I do like to do that. What do you like to do in your spare time? So something kind of fun that I like to do, and I don't know if this makes me like an old lady, but I love to crochet. I make little crochet dolls and animals and stuff like that. Like, the other day I made a whale. I made a little bumblebee. One of my favorites is a little elephant that I made, and they just sit on my shelf, and I've made so many, like, I don't even know where half of them are. It's a great way to give presents, though. Like, if you're friends with someone who crochets, you just know what they're gonna get you. Okay, what are your top 10 items in Bloxburg that you use in every build? Well, seeing that I'm not in the game right now, I don't really, like, know the names of things, like, right off the top of my head, but I do like to use, I'm trying to think of what it's called. That one door, that's the traditional door, I guess that's what it's called, the traditional, front door. I think that it really looks good in just a bunch of different build styles, and I don't know, it's very versatile, and I put it in a lot of my builds. I don't know if I'll be able to come up with an extra 9, but that's probably like one of my go-to things. Also, the modern bed, it can also go in so many different things. Like, you can add pillows or comforters or whatever and really shape it to whatever you want in a build, and I think that's really nice thing to have. So overall, just versatile objects in Bloxburg that I can use for different styles and different needs are just things that I really like using. What would you want added to Bloxburg? Could be anything. I think maybe something that would be super fun to add to Bloxburg would be more quests, like the Halloween one where what did we do? We had to get into the haunted house and stuff like that and like do quests. I love that. Like, I love a game where I have to complete things and like I'm working towards something. So I think that would make Bloxburg a lot more interactive. It would make me want to play a lot more, other than just building, because I don't really do anything in Bloxburg except for build and work, obviously, because I need money. But that would be, there's with the calendar alerts again. I need to mute my phone. Anyways, just more interactive quests and stuff, and then you could get prizes and stuff like that. I think that would be really, really fun, and I would definitely play a lot more. What's next? How long have you been playing Bloxburg? I've been playing Bloxburg since the end of 2019, so I'm not even really an OG player. How many years has that been? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. So just over 4 years. Man, that's kind of crazy. And I started my channel just a few months after I started playing, like May of 2020. So yeah, that's how it all began. Were you always good at building, or did you work your way up from tutorials or something else? So when I first started, I could not build for the life of me. I had my brother build my first house in Bloxburg, and he actually just copied a Speedbuild for me, but I was so impressed. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how you do this. This is so cool. And it was actually an 𝒮𝒵𝐸𝒻𝓼 build that he made me, and I loved it. I had it for so long, and then one day I was like, well, I really want a new build to play with. So I was like, okay, he can't help me. I have to do this myself. So I found a Speedbuild. I found an annex Speedbuild, and I built my first house all by myself, and I was very proud of it. It taught me like a bunch of different things, like, and from there I just started building by myself, and it wasn't good. Like, you can look at my first builds on my channel, like, they weren't good, but I just kept building, and I think what really helped go from like being so horrible to being, I guess, okay now is just using inspiration pictures like from Pinterest and Instagram and stuff like that. Like, that's really helped me, just getting a picture and trying to copy it completely, and you'll know that you need to like find things to copy a certain decoration or make a bed the way it looks in the picture, and then you just start to get more innovative, and I don't know, that's what helped me. So I feel like I'm going off on a tangent now. Anyways, that is how I started to build. I was not good at first, and I worked my way up, basically, to answer your question. So the next question is, what's your favorite style to build in? I really like the way modern houses look. I don't make them quite as often as I probably should, but I think they're easy and they look great and they look sleek and they are pretty cost effective because they're like quote minimalist, at least the ones I make are, so you don't have to add a bunch of decorations and stuff, so those are really fun to make. Suburban houses are also a style that I like to do because people seem to really like them for whatever reason, so that's always a plus for me, so I like to make those as well. It used to be modern farmhouse that I would do a lot. Haven't really made one in a while, but all three of those are just really fun styles that I like to make. Okay, whew, we had a little pause there. And to catch my breath, I need water or something. I really did not think this through before I sat down to start recording. Okay, gotta keep going. I'll probably cut that out. If I don't, then you can just enjoy a built-in blooper. Okay, how long have you been playing Bloxburg? Wait, I just answered that. Okay, moving on. Goodness, my tiredness is showing. When did you join the Bloxburg community? Okay, end of 2019. Just answered that. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a little Yorkie. I've talked about her in previous videos, but she's literally the love of my life. I love her so much. Alright, now to a very juicy question. Are you in some form of relationship? I am not, which is kind of sad because this is like a Valentine's Day themed build. I am not getting anything for Valentine's Day, no flowers, no chocolate. It's just gonna be me. I'll buy myself something. I will buy myself a Valentine. Maybe someday. I'm working on it. I will definitely. Yeah, I probably won't update you guys, but maybe if you ask. Is there another Bloxburg YouTuber that you'd really love to collab with in the future? I would love to collab with any Bloxburg YouTuber. I haven't before because I'm not really one to reach out. I probably should, like I should get out of my comfort zone and reach out. But I would love to do a collab with someone. I would do it with anybody. I would love to like get to know some more people in the community. But I have to like get out of my comfort zone first. What's your favorite style to build? Okay, I already answered that one. Moving on. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Virgo. I don't really know what that means. I know nothing about zodiac signs. I just know that I'm a Virgo. What motivates you to make videos? I mean, to be completely honest, sometimes I have zero motivation at all, and I will just stare at my computer and be like, I need to make a video, and then I just can't do it. When that happens, I like to watch my old videos, read some comments, realize why I do this in the first place, and just that usually motivates me, gets me out of whatever funk I'm in, and then I can usually make a video after that. What's your biggest pet peeve? When people lie to me. I don't like when people lie to me, and I don't know, I think it's because I'm generally a very honest person. It really bothers me when people like can't be honest to me, and it might not even be like straight up lying to my face. Like if they're not honest to me about how they feel about something or some, like I appreciate honesty a lot, so when someone's not honest, it bothers me. So I try to be honest with my friends. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I really, really, really hope that I'm still doing YouTube in 5 years. I would love to start a new channel, maybe a personal channel. I would love to start some sort of business. I would love to be in a relationship. And I'll probably be in graduate school as well. So hopefully, like, that's the dream. We'll see if it becomes reality. But yeah, that's what I want. What's your favorite movie? Okay, I am not a big movie person because I can't sit still for that long. Like, I'm much more of a TV person, but if I had to like think of my favorite movie right now, I'm a huge Legally Blonde fan. I love that movie. I actually just watched Encanto for the first time yesterday with my little sister, and that was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. She had seen it a bunch of times before, and she finally got me to watch it with her, and I really liked it. And, you know, I like Mean Girls. Little Women. That was a really good movie. The Barbie movie. I loved the Barbie movie. What is your favorite color? Pink and purple. Yep. Hasn't changed much since I was 5. My favorite pet. I've always loved cute little pigs, like little piglets. They're so cute. What is your favorite season? Probably, I used to always say fall because I love wearing sweaters and I just love the leaves and pumpkin stuff, so I definitely love fall. But I also love spring too because the air smells so fresh, and like the pretty floral dresses you can wear in spring are so pretty. If you could live anywhere else, where would it be? I would love to move back to a big city. I love like being in the middle of all the hustle and bustle of a big city, so I would love to go there again and live in a city again. What is your least favorite Roblox game and why? Well, there are so many games on Roblox that I don't know how I could choose like one that's my least favorite. I probably haven't even played one that's my least favorite. I don't know. I can tell you one that I've recently discovered that I actually enjoy, Broken Bones, and it's like the craziest, silliest game ever, but I once played it for way too long without realizing it with my friend, and it was I had way too much fun, like more fun than I should have. What is your favorite job in Bloxburg? Money-wise, I used to really love doing the pizza delivery job. I know it's so stereotypical, but I actually enjoy doing the burger job. I think it's so fun, and you make good money, so it's definitely my new favorite. What do you think about Alaska Violet? So talented, so fun to watch, and I really just admire their work. I think it's great. Like, I don't know how they do it, but it's great. Like, great channel overall. Okay, I just answered this one. Are you in a relationship? But it says, do you have a crush or are you looking for anyone right now? I do have a crush and I am looking for someone right now. So I'm not in a relationship, but hopefully I will be in one one day soon. Okay, what's the worst thing about school so far? Probably just having to wake up early. I'm not a morning person. I don't like waking up early. And just the actual walking to the bus and like, it's not fun. Walking to school is not fun. How old are you? Older than most of you guys probably think, and that is all I'll say. So tell me in the comments what you think. It's probably older than you think. Yeah, let me know. Who inspired you? I don't know. A lot of other Bloxburg YouTubers inspire me. You guys inspire me. Like, I get ideas from you guys all the time. Do you have siblings? I do have siblings, and I've had my brother and my sister have both been in a video. My brother was in a short that did pretty well. You guys seem to like seeing him. I haven't been able to get him to do another one, but maybe I can convince him to do another one soon. And then my sister, I recently renovated her Bloxburg home. She loved it. She didn't talk in it, but she had a lot of fun telling me what to do during that video. What games do you play other than Roblox? I really only play one game other than Roblox. Actually, that's not true. 2. I love playing The Sims 4 and BitLife. Like, it's just they're very fun games for me to wind down with, I guess. For BitLife, I really just like doing the weekly challenges. Like, I love being able to do that. Other than that, I don't really play it that much. And then for The Sims, I don't really build on The Sims that much. I like making characters and making, like, playing through, like, scenarios and stuff like that. Like, that's really fun for me. Okay, have you ever fallen asleep in a really professional place? Because I have, and it was in my head teacher's office, and it didn't end well. That sounds so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I've actually ever, like, fallen asleep, but I have dozed off in the back of my classroom before, where I'm, my head's kind of nodding, and my eyes are kind of drooping a little bit, and I'm like, on the verge of falling asleep, and then I'll hear a loud noise and my head bops up. Oh my gosh. I've also almost fallen asleep in church a lot. I don't mean to, but when it's early, I just can't. Again, I'm not a morning person. What's your favorite update on Bloxburg? The toddler baby update was such a fun update. I love it so much. Like, I was obsessed when all the tiny things came out for like the little babies and just the cribs. Like, that was such an awesome update, because I remember back when we didn't have any of those things, so a kid would be... Someone's calling me. I don't want to answer. A kid would like be in those makeshift baby onesies, and then you'd have to make those makeshift toddler and baby beds with fence, and it was a lot of work, but it was fun. So it was just really exciting because we had the new crawling animation, and then they could cry, and it's just fun. And that's been one of my favorite updates so far, even though I don't really use it that much, but it's been fun. What's your favorite part about making videos? I think my favorite part is just pretty much the whole process, going from like idea to making it to seeing the finished product. Seeing the finished product is always really rewarding, especially when it's like a video that's not a speed build. Like, obviously I love seeing the finished product of a speed build when it goes from like just idea to speed build, but when it comes to videos that are like more scripted and stuff, I love seeing the entire process and seeing the finished project, because it's so rewarding. How old are you? I feel like I've touched on this. Did I touch on this? Anyways, oh, I did touch on this. I guess I'll have to go back and see what I said about that. What's your favorite type of video to film? Honestly, probably just like satire or funny videos. I don't really do it very often on this channel, but I'd like to start. I have some ideas. Maybe I'll do it. I don't really know, because it's often difficult to branch off into like a different thing when you're in such a, when your channel has such a small niche, like being a speed builder. And it's scary because I want to make sure that I'm making you guys happy while still doing stuff that makes me happy, so that I don't get burnt out. So that kind of answers the next question. Would you ever change your content? And it's been something that I've been thinking about for a long time, because I do want to branch out and I do want to try new things. So I just need like to think about it, to get some ideas from you guys. Drop them in the comments if you have like any ideas of how I could branch out while still staying within my Bloxburg niche, I guess. What's your biggest ick about the beginner houses? I think just all the different colors and like the lack of decoration. I think that's it. It just, like, if it was more uniform in color and there were more decorations, it would be a better house overall. What annoys you the most about editing things like a video? Just how tedious it can be. Like, you have to do the same actions over and over again, like cutting a clip or adding graphics, or like, overall it's fun, but once you've been doing it for a while, it can get a little tedious and a little boring, and you're like, I just want to be done with the editing. But overall it's fun. Is your real name Lynn, or will your name stay a mystery? My name is not Lynn. That is for sure. But that's so cringe. Okay, my name is not Lynn. I won't tell you what it is. You can guess, but it's not Lynn. Okay, that was the last question from this question bank. I'm gonna see real quick if I have any other questions, because I posted 2 community tabs. All the way down. How long ago did I ask this? I asked this 3 months ago and I'm just now getting to it. That's crazy. Okay, anyways. There are some more questions. Just kind of taking like a little break. Do I even have a water? I would love if I had a water. Oh, I do have a water. I need a glass of water. My mouth's like so dry because I've been talking for however long I've been talking for. You get some water bottle ASMR. I'm gonna need another sip. I guess this is kind of like a very unorganized podcast because, you know, we're just chilling. You can listen or watch the speed build or whatever. Probably should have said that in the beginning, but anyways, and now that I'm hydrated, I can get back to the last few questions. How do you find inspiration for your houses? So I look for a lot of inspiration online. I go to websites like, I guess it's houseplans. Let me look. Houseplans.com. Yeah, it's houseplans.com. And I also, there's another website, architecturaldesigns.com. And I just kind of scroll through there, see layouts that I like, ones that I might want to put together, or just to mainly get ideas. And I'll also look on Pinterest and Instagram. Out of the three, I use Pinterest the least. Like, I don't use Pinterest that often, actually. But if I need to, I do use Pinterest, but it's mostly Instagram. How do you come up with build ideas? I guess kind of the same as the last question. I just get inspiration. What is your favorite type of house to build? I think I already answered this, but I'll just say it again. As of right now, it's probably modern or suburban. Do you prefer modern or cute/cottage theme houses in Bloxburg? Okay, while I like making modern houses, I prefer the cottages because they are so cute and small and quaint and usually super detailed, and I'm just obsessed with that. Like, I made a cottage last year and I need to make another one because it turned out, in my opinion, so good. It is my favorite build that I've made to date, and I'm just so obsessed with it. It was not as much fun building. Like, it was super tedious. It took a long time, and like overall it was fun, but like it took a long time, so I don't know if I'm ready to go on a venture like that again, but it was fun. When is your next speed build? I guess right now, because this is technically a speed build. But I'm also going to be posting a house relatively soon. Hopefully. What editing software do you use? Currently, I use Adobe Premiere Pro because I used it for school a lot because I took a lot of media arts classes. But I will be switching to a different software soon. I'm going to be switching to Final Cut Pro. I have no idea how to use it, but I'm assuming if I know how to use Adobe Premiere, I should be able to figure it out pretty quickly. Do you only do building tutorials or do you do more? So currently, I do more than building tutorials. I've dabbled, I guess you could say, in like commentary videos. I haven't done those too much. I'd like to do them more, but I do shorts as well. Like, if you haven't seen my shorts, I don't know, I like them. But I'm trying to like get into doing more. I feel like a lot of times people who watch my long form videos don't watch my shorts, or people who watch my shorts don't watch my long form videos. And I've gotten comments where like people had no idea that I'm a speed builder as well, and so they'll be like, do you have a speed build to this build, whatever I'm showing on my short? And I'll be like, yeah, I do. So I don't know, do you watch both? Do you watch one? What do you watch of mine? Do you have a celeb crush? I don't know. I've never really been one to have like celebrity crushes. I will say I do like Timothée Chalamet. How much does your most expensive house cost? I feel like my most expensive house is like either just at 1 million or under 1 million. I've never really made a build that was like so incredibly over 1 million. I'd like to, maybe one day. Have you ever built a town in Bloxburg? I've started building a town, never finished it, and I've made a university campus, so that's kind of like a town. I don't know why I deleted it though. Like, I loved that build. I have no idea why I deleted it. Will you do no Game Pass builds? I would like to try. I've tried making no Game Pass builds in the past, and like I just get carried away and have to add things that I want because like the restriction like bothers me so much, but I will try to do it as a challenge. And can you say banana? Banana. What motivates you to keep going? Reading your guys' comments. I know it's cheesy and it's corny, but it really does because it makes me feel like I'm not just doing this for nobody. how old are you and how old were you when you started your YouTube channel? So I've kind of been skating around like how old I actually am. Older than you think, and then I was 4 years younger than I am now when I started my channel. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 4 years younger. About. Your biggest Bloxburg secret. Okay, are you guys ready? In a lot of my builds, I do have secret rooms. And they're just like fun little things where I can kind of be creative and add whatever I want. Like, they're nothing crazy, they're nothing bad. But yeah, so if you ever find me in a server, ask if you can see a secret room. Because I do like to add that kind of stuff. Do you like farming in Bloxburg? I don't really farm in Bloxburg that much. I've tried and I get bored and I don't like waiting for the stuff to grow, and I don't know. I guess it's just a patience thing. I do like farming in The Sims though. It can make you a decent amount of money. What's your favorite drink and food? Okay, drink-wise, there's this new soda I've been drinking. It's like a health soda, I guess. And it comes in like a bunch of different flavors, and I'm currently so obsessed with it. Like, I used to say that my favorite drink was lemonade, and it still is. Like, I still adore lemonade. But I've been on like a health kick recently and trying to like eat more healthy. So this health soda is just like so good. It's got like stuff for your gut health, I guess. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with it recently. And my favorite food is popcorn. Like, hands down, it's popcorn. I'm such a popcorn fanatic. I love popcorn. And that is pretty much all of the questions. I did skip a few, but they were duplicate questions. So obviously the speed build is still going on. So you can keep watching it if you want to, or if you're copying it. Have fun with that. Like, go on, have fun. I don't know. I might like talk a little bit more about this build before I officially sign off. I cannot believe I've almost been talking for 40 minutes straight. Like, usually I will do like multiple takes, but I'm trying to be more real, I suppose, with you guys. But anyways, this build took me a good 5 hours, I think. And I was copying a picture I found on, I think it was it was Pinterest. A picture I found on Pinterest. And it was pink, it was cute, and I just had to do it. Like, I couldn't not do it. And like, the roof did scare me, the way it was like a curved glass roof, but with the transform tool I was able to do it, honestly, hassle free. Like, it wasn't hard at all. And then like when we get to that part, you'll be able to see like I just kind of did it and it was easy. That's why like I used to be skeptical about the transform tool, but now I cannot imagine building without it. Like, you can see like how many times I am actually using the transform tool in this build, and I feel like it's just a game changer, especially for realistic builds. Like, I cannot build without it. Like, never again. It's not happening ever again. For this build, I also used a lot of decal plants, which cost so much money. Like, why do these decals have to cost this much money? But like, you can't redo these plants any other way. Like, the in-game plants are fun, they're great, whatever, but they don't look realistic, and I wanted this build to look semi-realistic. Like, it still doesn't look realistic, but it looks more detailed, I guess. And that's really what I wanted. Overall, I don't know how much it cost. I don't know if I talked about how much it cost before. I need another sip of water. But yeah, I just basically tried to copy the picture exactly. The other part of the kitchen I couldn't see in the picture, so I had to kind of make it up. But the part where the oven is, I tried to copy it as best as I can. Oh, and also the floors are all decals. That cost a pretty penny and took a while, but again, the transform tool made it literally so easy, especially like with the structurals. Like, the transform tool is a lifesaver because I can move them if I don't get them like exactly right, because I've always struggled with the structural items. Like, they never behave the way I want them to. It's insane, it's crazy. But anyways, so I really don't like gaps in my walls, especially like as you can see here, I'm like fixing it with a basic shape. I mean, honestly, here I am going on my like little rant about things that made Bloxburg better. Like, I think basic shapes and structurals were Bloxburg game changers. Like, you can now do so many custom things, and then the transform tool took that, like, that stuff that totally changed the game and then took it to a whole new level. I feel like there is nothing in Bloxburg that you cannot make, because like we have so many basic shapes. You can twist them in literally any way you want, and you can make whatever you want. Like, I love that about Bloxburg now. And I used to get like really overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, there's so much I can do. I don't know how I'm going to like keep this all together, and like people are making such great builds and mine still like kind of suck. But I think once I took that pressure off of like needing to know exactly how to use these new tools, it made it a lot more fun to experiment, because what I would do is just find my inspiration pictures and then try to copy them, and then I would use the tools to fill the needs that like I had. Like, if I needed to make a, like, what is the thing over the oven called? I don't even know, but I needed to make that, and obviously it doesn't look exactly like it does in the picture, but I did my best to like add things and make it just a little bit more custom. But overall, I really enjoyed making this kitchen. Finding things to decorate the counters with was a little difficult, because there's only so many decorations, and then you can't completely make it the same as the picture. But I mean, I did my best. I love to decorate with there's some more bottle ASMR for you. I like to decorate with food as much as possible, because I think it's really just, it adds a lot, and I think it makes it look a little bit more homey. But I guess I will stop here. You can enjoy the rest of the speed build, and if you have any more questions or ideas that you want to see, let me know in the comments. But thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the speed build. I do recommend watching the rest, because I mean, why not? It helps me, and then you can see what else I do. Anyways, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one.